what we do. And so the trade school has been one way we can continue to help the community. And what we do there is teach different kinds of courses that we hope will allow people to have employment. And we've done lots of different kinds of courses, everything from window installation, computer courses, English courses, culinary arts. We had 21 weddings with that culinary arts program. We've done agriculture, which we are currently doing, teaching young people how to grow better gardens. We want to instill in them the importance of gardens and how to plant them with better techniques. And then we also just started this past year a theology course. We found that there are so few new pastors that are available to take on roles such as youth leadership or Sunday school teachers or teaching the classrooms a religion course. And so we are training currently 30 students that will eventually be able to become either pastors or whatever field that they hope that they will be able to help with. In the past, you know, sometimes you wonder if it's really making a difference or not. And we had taught some ceramic tiling, and we got a call not that long ago from some Haitian young men that had gone to Venezuela, escaping the situation in Haiti. And they called just to thank us that now they've had an employment skill that they could actually get a good paying job in another country, which would allow them to send money back to their family in Île-à-Vache. So it's really good to hear once in a while that what you've done has made an impact. And that was one of the ways that we learned about that. The other thing that we are concentrating on right now are community meals. Because the country is shut down in our area as far as getting food easily, the prices have gone up. People can't feed their families as often as they did in the past. And on Île-à-Vache, they basically make their livings by either fishing or farming with the old techniques. And if it rains too much, their crops fail. They can't go fishing. If the sun's too hot, they have no irrigation and their crops fail. So every time they have a garden placed, it seems like it gets ruined before the time to harvest the crops. And so again, we're having families say, I don't know what I'm going to feed my family. I was feeding them 6 meals a week previously, and now I can only feed them 3 or 4. And that's not a day, that's a week. And so the people are very, very hungry. They say on the mainland, the average income is about $2 a day. I would say on Île-à-Vache, it's about 25 cents a day, just because they rely on the food that they can grow or from the fish that they can get from the sea. We do have a blessing in the fact that we have a lot of fruit trees on Île-à-Vache. And one of the things that we have taught in the trade school is how to graft existing mango trees to put different kinds of mangoes on that tree that normally if you start a tree from its very beginning, it takes about 5 years before you get fruit. But this way, within a year, the new branch is producing fruit. We're also introducing new kinds of trees that have never been grown on Île-à-Vache, ones that have been grown on the mainland, but not on Île-à-Vache, to again multiply the amount of possibilities for food. It also gives our students a chance to go into other communities that don't have trees and teach them how to plant. So that's been really successful. The other thing that we work with is the medical needs of the community. This island does not have a hospital, and it is not uncommon for people to die from simple things like infected teeth or in childbirth because you have to have the money to go on the boat to get to the mainland. And then when you get to the mainland, you have to have money to have a taxi to get to the hospital. And when you get to the hospital, you have to pay for your care before you get it. And then you also have to have a family member come with you because they don't serve meals at the hospital. So a family member comes to do your laundry and prepare your meals. So all that costs money, and many people don't have the money to even get on the boat in the first place. So our dream is to make the medical clinic up and running. We have the building itself is 99% complete. The only thing that needs to be done yet is the interior has to be furnished with exam tables and lab equipment and office equipment, that sort of thing. And we were going really strong while we had mission teams because we had a lot of medical mission teams, and they were bringing us supplies and they were training Haitian people to help run the hospital. And now they haven't been able to come for 5 years. So our prayer is that soon that can resume. And the country doesn't seem to be ready to make any changes as far as the violence is concerned. But we do have some hope that a direct flight is being planned from Miami to Lakai, the city that we land in near where we live on the mainland. And they've had the first passenger flight. That means when we fly in, we wouldn't have to fly through any gang territory. We can no longer take the road to get there. So that's really our only way in safely, is to have that happen. And we're hoping by the end of the month it will be in place. What's holding everything up is they don't have the international customs procedures in place to make it possible, because it will then become an international airport and those things will need to be in place. So we're praying that that happens soon. My husband and I hope to return in December if that all happens. And we're just praying that the Haitians can find the way to get that accomplished so that we can get there in a safer manner.
Great, thank you. Before we open the discussions, I'd like to turn it over to Gerda to discuss Goodwill Family, please.
Okay. I'll just introduce how we started. Goodwill Family, as I said, we started in 2010 after the earthquake, thanks to Johnny Telmosi. He apologized for not being here. He had an emergency. That's why he's not here with me. He's the person who founded Goodwill Family Haiti. He is from Haiti. He's married to a Swiss. She's a nurse, and he's also a nurse. And when the earthquake happened, he went quickly to help in Haiti. And he came back very, very shocked to see so many children who were victims, who lost a limb or who lost their parents. So he decided to found Goodwill Family with his colleagues, because he was working in a nursing home. And they started Goodwill Family. And I discovered Goodwill Family one day while they were presenting the association in a shopping mall. And I joined the association. And a year later, I became the secretary, because the secretary, she was too busy to continue. And I did it because it was always my aim, my goal, to help my native country, because I think I was blessed and I had the chance to go to live in the States with my dad and studied, and then living in Switzerland. So I decided that for my retirement, I would spend my time helping Haiti, because Haiti helped me be the woman I am today, because I had a very good education until I was 15 years old. And then I could continue that way to be successful in life. And also thanks to my mom, who was originally from Haiti, but my father is German Jewish, and Haiti saved his life during the Second World War. And that's why I'm very, very grateful to Haiti, in memory of my dad, who was also very grateful to Haiti, who saved his life in 1939. So I then I started that way and I'm the main fundraiser with, of course, the Johnny, but Johnny is very busy. He's working full time, and myself, I am retired, so I've got plenty of time, and that's what I do every day when I wake up. That's my mission, to contact people, and since I'm pretty well known here because I was a professor at the University of Fribourg, so I have many connections, and these people are helping me. And also all the friends I had who were bankers and who I solicited, and they helped me. And this is how we could build our own home, our own house in Jacmel. And the land was given by Johnny's family in Jacmel, in Lavano de Jacmel. Jacmel is situated south of Port-au-Prince. And we were able to build the house. I sent some photos. I think Junior has got, I sent him just before some photos. But I think you've seen, I've been sending you newsletters with photos. So you saw the house we built. It was about 450 square meter. And we are able to shelter 32 children. But right now we have 20 youngsters. And of course, they grew up since 2010. Let's say 2012, they've been with us. Some grown-ups, well, adults, because they're over 18. And one of our students this year graduated from the university in Port-au-Prince. He's an economist and manager. And he decided he would stay with us for a year to help us, to assist the person in charge of our home. And there is another one who is going in nursing school in Jacmel. He wanted to go to medical school, but he didn't make it. So we suggested that he start with nursing school and later on he can go continue. And we've got some other youngsters that are going for apprenticeships, and like as a Tyler, and we have also 3 young girls. They are teenagers. They went for a course in beauty as beauticians and hairdressers. They graduated. We sent you the photos recently, and there are 5 of them were going to computer classes, and all the others are going through their education. But because in Haiti, how would you say, obligatory education is till the high school, whereas here in Switzerland, obligatory education is till your 9 years of schooling, and then you can start an apprenticeship, because we believe a lot in apprenticeships. You can learn trades and different skills. As you can be how do you say that, a builder, or all these trades. But in Haiti, most of the young people, they want to be doctors, lawyers, diplomats, and that's why not. But I think Haiti needs more people, skills, and we try to help them and talk them into going for apprenticeships, because it's something that is reachable. It's easier. But anyways, for the time being, they are still going to school, and each child is sponsored by someone from Fribourg who sponsored them. But of course, it's $50 a month. So it's not enough for all the expenses that we have to meet. So we have people like Prince of Peace, thanks to Junior, who is helping us, and other donors here. I try to raise some funds, and we also organize activities. Once a year, we have a charity lunch, and we have at St. Nicholas, we have a stand, we sell glühwein, and then we have a fondue in January. So this is the way we try to collect. And also, I do have what they call a flea market. I give away my clothes, my shoes, and my friends, and we sell. And this is how we raise funds. It's very trendy now because people buy secondhand. So we are successful, and we do that once a month, and this is how we try to raise funds. And so we have because all the children, they go to, well, it's we pay for their school. They don't, because the public school in Haiti doesn't function. So they all go to private schools. So it costs us a lot, especially now with the school year started. So they all go to school. We pay for uniforms every year, everything. And besides that, Prince of Peace also helped us with your help. We were able to install a solar panel to the house. So we have electricity, and yeah, we did different work in the house. We are trying to equip the house, but the main thing what we haven't got yet, it's water. There is water on the land where we are, but we haven't got. We contacted Helvetas, which is the Swiss NGO that drill water wells, but every time they wanted to do something happened in Haiti, and they had to leave. And there is Water for Life, who wanted also to do it, and then there came the COVID, so they left Haiti. So we are still waiting, and this is the main thing we would like to have is water, because with water, we are planning to have permaculture to teach them to grow their own vegetable garden through permaculture. There is even a Swiss engineer who wanted to go to Goodwill Family and teach them different things, how to be self-sufficient, but it's not possible with the political situation in Haiti. It's too dangerous. Ourselves, we would also like to go. We wanted to go because we built the home already 4 years ago, wanted to go and inaugurated it, but it isn't possible because we don't want to risk our lives, because if we get kidnapped or killed, then Goodwill Family will disappear. So we are helping at the distance, as you see, but it's functioning, and we are very aware, especially Johnny, because Johnny, he can better negotiate with the people there in order to build the home. It was something extraordinary to do at the distance, and we did it. and we are still continuing, and we have other plans. We want also, like you, because your Nora, your projects resemble a lot our project. It's very similar. We want to raise, we want to have a chicken, we want to have goats, all these things to develop so the youngsters can be self-sufficient. Because the idea for me, it's before I leave this planet, I'm 78 years old, I would like really for my country to be finally self-sufficient. Because since I was born, my country has been assisted. And I think we have to stop that. And the young people, I teach them, of course, they want to be educated. We are doing it. And this is the only way I think they will finally build their country. And I really pray for that. And I'm sure all of you, we want that finally, because Haiti has plenty of human resources and they are very resilient, and they're very courageous, they can succeed. And so we are also working on that, teaching them community, and I think it's possible. So right now we have some needs. I think the main needs are, this is the water well. We would like to drink this well, because then we can also serve the community if we have water on our own thing. And then we want also to get a minibus for transportation, because transportation is very expensive because of petrol. Petrol is expensive in Haiti. So we had acquired a pickup, but the pickup is broken, and they can't find the piece
Parts.
to repair it. And that's also the problem in Haiti. They get the car and you cannot repair it. And that car is there. We paid $15,000. We had it come from Florida. It was a used pickup. It's a nice car, but they can't find the pieces to repair it. So we thought the solution would be to have an electric car, because we have panels, but electric minibus, I don't know if that exists in Haiti and how much it would cost, but at least we decided we want to get a minibus with petrol or gasoline, I think you said. So that's our next project, transportation, because that cost us a lot of money to pay for transportation for the youngsters to go to school, to go to the nursing school, and all of them to go to school. And another thing we want to do is a bakery. We would like to start a bakery, so they would also bake their own bread, and also they could sell to the community and have some income. So the 3 young girls who graduated from that beauty school, we would like them to start working, but they're not allowed. They have to go all the way through they have to graduate from their baccalaureate. And so there's another few years. And we would like to start, to help them with a beauty parlor, so they could start also practicing working and be also self-sufficient. So these are the different things we want to do. And through the different help that you give us, another thing is they are having music, also classes. We have a music teacher. You helped us sponsor this the music class for. We started by doing it during summer classes, but now somebody else here in Switzerland, in Fribourg, is sponsoring music class all through the year. So they have music and they have different instruments, and they would start eventually a little orchestra, and they would go and play in nursing homes, in hospitals, and give concerts. And that's the kind of thing we are trying to do, and to help them be responsible adults that will build their country. And I think that's how we will succeed, like in every country. With the
Thank you for that. I just wonder if we have questions in the group and any open discussion here with both Gerda and Nora, please.
Gerda, I appreciate hearing about like what your needs are and what you want to look for the future. Nora, can you tell us some of the things that you are, like your goals, or what we can help you with the most coming up, you know, in the near future?
Yeah, it's interesting that Gerda would bring up music, because that is one thing too that means a lot to our kids. Our kids are very active in church. They play keyboard and guitar and all that sort of thing. Right now, we have a need or a request for a saxophone. And the reason for a saxophone is this. In Haiti, whenever there's a funeral procession that usually goes through the town. And I call it a hallelujah chorus. It's like a New Orleans band that goes with the funeral procession. And you can make money being a band member because they hired you to come and play. And so our kids really have the talent of doing those kinds of things. They play trumpet and trombone and everything, but saxophone is the one instrument they don't have. So Stanley, who is our kid that's going to medical school, is especially talented, and he's the one that's requesting the saxophone. So number one is find a working one, and to get it to Haiti, the way that happens is it has to get to Florida, where our missionary plane is, and we have a missionary plane that comes to our area once a week. But you have to pay customs and you have to pay for the transportation. So it's rather expensive to bring anything, even a saxophone, but that's the only way we can get things. So that is the one thing that we need. And we really want to continue this theology course. It's a 4-year course. We've got 1 year behind us, but we have hired 3 pastors to teach the course, and there's books and such that they need for the course. We need funding to continue that course. Same way with the agriculture, we are always needing to buy supplies, hose, rakes, wheelbarrows, that sort of thing, and seeds. We need help with that. And community meals, we're always looking at ways to add community meals. Right now, we're having community meals in 3 different communities. And we usually serve about 750 people each community meal, and it costs about $1,200 for those meals because of the high cost of food right now. But again, that's such a blessing to the community because usually it's the only food that they eat on that particular day. And how we do that is we usually make it in conjunction with a worship service. We have a worship service, and afterwards the community meal. So we're not only feeding them food, we're feeding them the word of God when they come. So we have one coming up in the near future. 2 communities decided to go in together, so we're looking at probably 1,500 people to show up at the meal.
So
So
that's every day.
No, as often as we can afford it. So,
Okay.
every guy, $1,200 a pop, it's, we do it as often as we can, but we can't do it every day. And then, of course, our continuing need is for our medical clinic, and we need to get that up and running. We already have a doctor hired, a patient who is a general surgeon who has pledged to be our administrator, and just getting that workable. So we need lab equipment, we need hospital equipment, and there again, shipping it there, getting it there is the challenge at this point in time.
What else? Anybody else? Please.
How many children do you serve in the schools that you sponsor?
600 students.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that would be kindergarten. There's three grades of kindergarten and then up to 6th grade. So we have about 15 teachers at each school, and the tuition, of course, helps pay their salaries. And we also pay for seminars for the teachers so they stay up to date on the current curriculum. And one of the things we're doing this seminar is we are finding that a lot of the trained teachers left through the Biden program to the United States. And therefore, we don't have a big reserve of new people to hire because they're all gone. And so we are doing a seminar now to train young people to become teachers.
Yeah, it's very interesting. As I said, there are similarities with our project. For example, the young man who just got his bachelor's degree in economics and management, he's the one assisting the person in charge, and he's also helping these young people with their school. With school, they need help, and also he did the whole how to say a program for us, because since we are working at the distance, the person in charge of the house was not as I would say maybe as well educated as this young man. Now this young man is a university graduate, and now he's done everything on Excel, and really we've got something that is well set now. And also he's really helping all the youngsters at school with their problems, and for example, the young man who is going to nursing school, he failed a couple branches, and now he has to repeat, and so Smith is helping him. So it's really Goodwill Family. It's really what it means. We are a family, and we are teaching these young people to develop as a family and be solidarity, and it's working. And I'm really very hopeful that all little Goodwill families like your project also, there's hope, there's light. I hope, and they are very motivated, really motivated. This young man wrote us. He was a bit ashamed that he failed a couple subjects, but we told him it happens because he had a lot to do. It's not that easy. He failed to enter medical school. Now he passed this nursing school. It's not easy. It's not an easy task. So we told him, okay, we will help you. He has to catch up, and that costs, because everything costs. And in French, you say, l'argent, c'est le nerf de la guerre. Money is the basic things. And but we are managing with what we get, the funds that we receive from the donors, and every single penny goes to this project. We are totally volunteers, and the people in our staff, I mean, our committee, and they're young people. For example, my granddaughter and a friend of hers who going to university in Berlin, they are sponsoring this young man who is going to nursing school. And when this young man told us that he failed and he was really ashamed, he was sort of praying that we would accept that we said, no, you can continue, you have a second chance. And my granddaughter and her friend called him, because we are in contact, and encouraged him and told him that they are also studying in Europe, and same thing in the university. It happens that you can, fail, and so they are encouraging him. And I think that's what gives them a lot of hope, and it very motivates them. And especially we told him, you are going to be useful for your country.
I think it's pretty obvious to everybody that one of the main hopes for Haiti is the importance of education, and how key that is to raising up new leaders. That is the hope for the country. I mean, it's the leadership, like you say, has to be a self-sufficient leadership, and it's got to come because we can assist from outside, but I know the hope that you're talking about, because we all admire self-sufficiency. So, and any other discussion here in the room?
I'd just like to say thank you for your passion of helping others. You radiate the love of God for others, and
we do pray a lot also. These young people, they go to church, and they are involved also in the community, the church. And here, I have students that at the university here that are also priests from India, and they are Capucines, Franciscan. Actually, today is Saint Francisco d'Assise birthday. We are celebrating today Saint Francois d'Assise. So our meeting is blessed. And because Saint Francois d'Assise, that was his philosophy. He was there for the poor, and he was also a protector of the environment. In the Cantic of the Creatures, he's the one who wrote the Cantics of Creatures. And today, I'm glad that we are together, and we are inspired by Saint Francois d'Assise, who will help us in our efforts and to help others. And that's what his mission was. And my students also.
The intent of these calls is to stay connected to the organizations we work with in a personal way. And I think that certainly this morning was that. Today, we'd also like, if you're ever in the neighborhood, Nora's been here, we'd like to invite you back. I remember the meal you prepared was really good.
My husband will do it again.
And I'm sure you'd like to visit and see Junior. So,
I'm really happy and overwhelmed to come and meet you.
Yeah, same here.
I've got plenty of chocolate for you.
And I would like to let you know that there's two other organizations we work with in Haiti Nursing Foundation, which is we've had a relationship with them, and I think they're in the U.S. They're in Ann Arbor, I believe.
Junior told me about it, but the problem is our youngsters, they are not ready yet to enter. One did it. He could have gone to your your institution, but it's in Port-au-Prince. And you know the situation, it's very
Dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
he's in
also-
Jacmel. Yeah.
Right. And we also work with Haitian Timon Foundation, which is
Yeah.
a long-term organization with lots of connections in Haiti and in the United States and around the
Mhm.
world, really. So maybe
Yeah.
on a future call, we could include everybody from Haiti. There's no reason that we have to have a presentation from everybody. It's good to just have the communications open and you can see things that are going on in different parts of the country, and we can be a conduit for that kind of communication. I have recorded the call today. I'll see if I can make that available on YouTube, so it's available to others and to yourself. And I'd like to leave it there at that point. Any final thoughts by anybody?
Who is Erin Shaw?
Erin
She's
Erin
there,
Erin
but
is-
she hasn't spoken.
Erin, I'll let you introduce yourself. She's a member of our congregation, and she's going on a trip next week to Kenya, which is another organization we work with
Oh,
in Kenya. And
yeah.
she's part of the team, a small team that's going. Erin, introduce yourself, please.
very good.
Well, yeah, you just kind of said it. So I'm part of, it's going to be our first trip, first time that anyone from the church has gone over to this school, Grain of Rice Academy in Nanyuki, Kenya. So there's 5 of us going. We leave next Thursday, and we're going to be helping out at the school and doing some projects and teacher appreciation stuff with the students and teachers there. So yeah, we were invited to be part of this call and the Global Missions Group. So I thought I took them up on the offer
Yeah.
and
Oh.
enjoyed hearing about all these other things going on.
And where did you go? Where did you say you were going to Kenya?
Nanyuki, it's
Where
it's-
is it? North? No.
north of Nairobi. We'll find in Nairobi. It's kind of at the base of Mount Kenya.
Because I'm going to Kenya in January.
Ah, yes.
I'm going
Unfortunately, we'll miss you when you're visiting Dublin, it sounds like. We'll still be there, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be interesting to visit the project.
Garrett, I'll send you the email for Amy, who's the leader of the team, and if you can coordinate it, you should visit the school. You can probably
Okay.
look up all the stuff that they're doing, self-sufficient stuff. They're doing some wonderful self-sufficient work.
Yeah, there's a wonderful story going on over many years at Grain of Rice Academy. That's another connection we have in this organization, so in this group. So, okay, thank you very much for your participation today. Wonderful connecting with everybody. We continue to do this with the. There you go. Yeah, we get T-shirts for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to end the call now. Thank you
I'll
very much.
bring you some caps of Goodwill
Yeah,
Family.
good idea.
Thank you, Nora.